Hey guys, True Grit Scott, Bulletproof Saws. Here's something interesting. I was saying I didn't know what that wood that I was freehand slabbing was. This piece here has kind of the same, like the same type of rings. Not exactly the same, and I know there was red oak logs in there, and I was fairly certain this was red oak. Even looking at the outside, it's got that red oaky look, but it's been sitting for a while, so it's, you know, fairly destroyed on the outside. Now, what makes me think it definitely was red oak is this staining here. That's just from little burrs coming off the chain of the saw. That's all that is. You let the saw sit in there and the acid in the wood will blew up like it's iron. Metal, and it blues up. So I'm fairly positive this is red oak. The thing is this is significantly heavier and more dense than that other. So I was just coming over. I wanted to take a couple swings at this, and listen, I already cracked that. Trust me, I wasn't breaking that quick. I was kind of making straight lines through it. And here's another way you could ghetto slab some ooh, now we're bouncing. Let's see. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure this is red oak, but I still don't think that other one was red oak. But I thought it was neat. If you guys didn't know, when you get that blue staining, and that's, you know, you can find metal in oak. If you have a log and you see blue coming out the end, it depends on how it is. You get these long lines like this, generally I think that's the chain. That's some filings or whatever from the chain. But if you were looking at the end of this like that, and all of a sudden you see just a round dot there, it could be from the chain, but it could be there's a nail sitting in there. And I just thought it was kind of interesting. I wasn't going to take you long enough. Watch me split wood. And one of the other things I've told you guys before, red oak is pretty we're stuck. Red oak is pretty nice splitting wood if it's fairly straight grained. And I don't mind doing this. Oh, look at that. Well, maybe there was metal in this. Well, let's looky here. Well, that's kind of neat. I don't think I could have just did that in one day. You know what? What's interesting is I don't know what saw I did it with, but, you know, I'm just telling you, I thought that was from my chain. I'm thinking that wasn't from my chain now, and I'm looking at, now I'm looking and not just, you know, going quick, that's okay. There was metal in this, so I don't know if it was that 440, that bulletproof 440, that bulletproof G366 Pro that I cut through that with. I'm going to look at that, both those, well, I already ruined that other chain on something else, so interesting. Well, you cut through metal and you keep cutting and you don't notice that that's a sign that I'm either an idiot or it was still cutting good enough. Well, maybe I'll get something and dig that out, because now I'm super curious. The other thing I'll tell you guys is you hit metal, it ruins a chain. That's all there is to it. But there's ruining a chain and there's ruining a chain. Certain metal, especially if the metal's very old, if you get into wrought iron, doesn't kill a chain that much. You get lead from a bullet, doesn't kill a chain that much. Modern screws are hard. They ruin a chain. Railroad spikes ruin a chain just because there's so much metal you're cutting through. Sometimes nails aren't that bad, and that's why I'm guessing these are some old nails, because just the fact that I was still able to cut is fairly shocking, but I'll give them a look. I knew the chains were getting dull. I didn't think they were that dull. Anyhow, just a quick yakking video. True Grit Scott, Bulletproof Saws, and BlueSaws.com. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, fellas.